Hey there, good afternoon or good morning or good evening, depending where you're at. I want to welcome you here to a very special GCN update call. My name is James Ward. I'm going to be your host here today. So I definitely appreciate everybody taking the time to come out. Man, we got people flying in this room already. So welcome here. Why don't you, as you're logging in here today, just tell me where you're logging in from so I can welcome you properly. Where are you guys logging in from today? Michigan, welcome. Another Michigan, Kalamazoo, London, Ontario, Ozark, Missouri, Alabama, I like that. Topeka, Las Vegas, Nevada, Houston, welcome everybody. North Carolina, Canada, Denmark, welcome from Denmark. I haven't seen that one yet here, so welcome. If you're just logging in here today, I want to welcome you to the call. You're here for a GCN update, and we're going to be talking about some good stuff that's happening inside of our system. Welcome from New York City, Hawaii, welcome. Folks, if you're just logging in here, I do want to welcome you. We're going to have some good information. I know some of your team may not have been able to make it due to it's the middle of the day, so we'll be recording this. Denver, Romania, I definitely haven't seen that one. Welcome from Romania. Tampa, Florida, welcome, both of y'all. Columbia, welcome from Columbia. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Orlando, welcome. So as you can see, folks, we are starting to attract some people from around the world. So exciting things that are happening inside of our company right now. Norway, welcome from Norway. Wow. We've got a great turnout for this time of the day, maybe because it opens up some of the Europeans and people from Asia to come and join us as well, mainly Europe. I guess Asia, it's the middle of the morning. But anyway, if you're just coming in, I do want to welcome you here today. This is not going to be a presentation where I show you a bunch of slides or anything like that. But we are going to be talking about several things that are happening inside of our company right now, some things that can benefit you, some updates on the system, and just so you have complete clarity on where we're at and where we're going. One thing, as you guys know, we announced, I guess it's been about 2 weeks now, or a week, my weeks go together, that we were changing the name of our company to Global Credits Network, right? And as you can see, I mean, the branding that we have on our Telegram page, on our Facebook page, on everything has begun to shift to that. The overview call that I gave on Tuesday had shifted to the new branding. Tonight, when I do the call, it'll be shifted to the new branding. So the big question's been like, hey, what about the website, right? What about the main thing that people are going to? So one thing I want to talk about here today is what we are doing in regards to that specifically, when you can expect to see it, and how we are adjusting and pivoting as a company to make sure that we're providing the best opportunity for you to attract not only people inside of this business, but people outside of the business as well, because I think that's really important. We've talked about that many times, that we've created an opportunity here that truly doesn't even need network marketing attached to it to be really attractive to people. And I say that not with the intention that we would ever just move away from that. I say it with the intention that this is a great opportunity for you to involve people that maybe you just wouldn't involve before. So with that being said, our design is 100% done with our website, our new website. So it will be coming out, and it's going to be more product driven. So, right now, if you were to look at our website, it's talking about, 90% of it's about the compensation plan, right? So we won't have that information on there. You will have tools in your back office to be able to share with people. But when people go to our website, they're going to be able to learn about our products from the sports wagering side. They're going to be able to actually see a live auction, which I hope you all think that's pretty cool. So they'll see the auction items that are live. They'll also see auction items that, have went off. The goal eventually will be to get testimonials from many of you who have won auctions, and I'm going to talk about that here in just a second. But here's the deal. The design is done. The content was finished yesterday as well. So our goal is to have this thing live by tomorrow or Saturday at the very latest. Okay, that is the goal. Don't mark my words on it 100%, but shouldn't be a problem. Everything's cut up from the HTML, not to get too technical, but the bottom line is now it's just a matter of adding content. So very excited about that. And, I want to ask you guys a question because, we talked about this the other day. Don't you think it will be beneficial? Even to your friends that might be in, the network marketing space already, or even people that are outside of it, that you know that this is a cool opportunity, right? You know that they would have fun with it. Don't you think it'll be great to be able to send people to a website that is not solely focused on the business, allow you to actually share your products and services. And then if you want to sell the business part of it, that's something that you can do in a conversation, or, we'll create some landing pages and things around it like that as well. But if you can give me a number 3, if you think that that's great, if that's something that you guys are excited about, I just want to make sure that we're getting some interaction here today and I'm not putting you to sleep. Because like I said, I don't have any slides. All right. Thank you for all those 3s. I appreciate that. It's kind of funny. I'm just going to tell you really quickly. When we introduced this auction system, and we've already had our sporting system, right? So a lot of times we have, some of our employees that are just dying to participate in this stuff. But when we released this auction, I mean, people were going crazy because they saw the opportunity and they saw the fun in it, right? And, we've talked about as a company being an entertainment company, going that direction of entertainment. And if you think about it, there's so many different directions we can go as we open this thing up, and credits become the product that people have that they can use in many different ways. So very excited about that. But the branding, I know some of you have either been waiting and watching to see what's going to happen with this branding. When's it going to come? So we have reached the end of the road on that. I'm excited to just move forward and get past this. I mean, we know all the reasons why we did it. We want to make sure that we are being 100% compliant. We want to make sure we're not getting thrown in the mix of everybody else. So that is why we've taken the words trading and everything else out of our language on our websites and things like that. So we're excited to be able to do that. I'm excited to show you the new website, and my goal would be to unveil that to you on Saturday at the very latest. So just keep that in mind. That's one thing we're doing. Number 2, we've talked about the Las Vegas event. I've been on here a few different times saying, hey, it's almost finalized. It's almost finalized. Well, the contract has been signed. Our event will be at the Tropicana. And if you go to sportstradingbtc.com/Vegas, you can register for that event. It's a completely free event. But I want to encourage you, if you have the finances or you have the ability to get to Vegas, or you're anywhere in that Vegas area, you got to show up. We're going to pack that house. We're going to fill this one up. And I'm excited about it. Every event that we've been to, they slowly get bigger. They get bigger. They get bigger. This one's going to be an amazing West Coast launch. We have a lot of people that are in that area that will be inviting guests and things like that. So even if you personally can't make it, if you have people in that Las Vegas area, I would encourage you to get them out to come and meet us, right? Because they're going to be able to see a lot about our company. They'll be able to see the heart of our company, hear the direction that we're going, the vision. And I would say that anyone who has been part of those events would tell you that was probably a changing point for them to actually see the real part of our company, to understand where we're going, where our heart is. I think all those things are important. Sometimes more important than what we do is why we do what we do and who we are, right? That's just my opinion. That's my philosophy. So I'm excited to be able to do that. So if they come, they're going to be able to meet our staff. They're going to be able to see exactly what we're doing here as a company. So that event is going to be at the Tropicana on December 14th. We've already sent some information out on that. As I said, you can click on that link. There's going to be a number that we're going to be sharing with everybody to book. I just don't have the number yet, right? I was hoping I would have it today before the call, but there's going to be a number that you can call to book your rooms. We don't have a huge room block. So what I would encourage you to do, as soon as we send that number out, it's not going to be a link. It's going to be a phone number to call. As soon as we send it out, be one of the very first to call, right? It doesn't mean that you won't get a room there. It's just we only have a certain amount of space that we blocked off, because we have some people that already live in Vegas in that area that may not be staying there. So we don't want to get some enormous room block, that we couldn't fill up. So that's the bottom line. So make sure as soon as we send this number out, which I believe it will be today, you'll get it. Just make the call, make sure to get your reservation. And I look forward to seeing you there for sure. Now let's talk about auctions for a second. I know that there's been a lot of focus on our auctions. There's been a lot of excitement. And the one thing that we've learned as a company is that, a lot of times people are out of sight, out of mind. So the communication that we're putting out there through our social media, through Telegram, through our emails, we want to make sure that you're aware of what's going on. Because like yesterday, we had some great gift cards that were going off. Wednesday was like we called it Gift Card Wednesday. Today is Technology Thursday. You are going to see so many things that are coming up today from a technology standpoint that are amazing opportunities, not only for you just to have, but it's the holiday season. So for you to be able to share with someone else. So I want to encourage you to pay attention as these things are popping up here today. You're going to get some steals. There's going to be some amazing deals. Now, in addition to that, many of you will start to receive your items today and tomorrow and going forward from the auctions that are already completed. We've done about 90% of those orders have been done. Our customer support team will be sending you your FedEx packages. It's kind of funny, you know, I got to throw this out there because I just have to. Anytime you start to be a threat in this industry, and anytime you start to throw information out there and there's excitement that's happening, obviously people are going to bash on you, right? So it's been kind of funny to me. Like, you know, I've seen people talking about our auctions, how they're fake and things like that. I want to encourage each and every one of you, as you receive these items, you know, be part of the solution. We don't sit here, I don't ever sit here and concentrate on what people say or what they don't say about me, because the bottom line is our actions are going to speak a lot louder than our words. But, you know, if you want to help us, if you want to help make this real to people and let people see exactly what is happening here and want to be part of it, I'm going to encourage you, as you receive your items that you've won in this auction, to please, you know, take a quick picture or of the item. You don't even have to be in it. I would love for you to be in it, but, you know, send us a quote saying, hey, you know, I got this for whatever. I got this for $1.50. This was a blessing to me and my family. Or, hey, you know, here's, I'm James from Alabama. I just won this PlayStation for 6 cents. Imagine what this is going to do for my kids. Those type of, you know, engagement that we can put on our website, that we can share with people on a social media thing. Even if you don't want your face there, which I get it. I mean, I kind of get it. I wish you would, but at the same time, I want to encourage each and every one of y'all to do that, because I think that that type of proof, social proof, is going to do wonders for your business, and it's going to do wonders for us as well, because it's going to allow people to get past some of the noise that we can't control, and just show people that our actions speak a lot louder than our words do. So I'm going to ask you here today, for a commitment. Give me a number 7. If you win an auction, give me a number 7. If you will please give us some type of testimonial to customer support, however you want to do it. Doesn't have to show your face, but just something that's going to show people that, hey, this is awesome. This is amazing. This is going to be life-changing to a lot of people. All right, cool. I only needed a few of you, and that, look, we got a bunch of you. So thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Because like I said, it's not going to just help us as a company. It's going to help your business as well, which is so important. So many of you will be receiving many of those items. Like I said, our customer support team will be hitting you with the FedEx tracking number or UPS or whatever we used to get it to you. I mean, because we drop ship basically all of our items. Okay, we're not storing them here because it wouldn't make sense to do that. So I'm excited to be able to get those out. Now, also in regards to the auctions, okay, there's been some changes to the compensation plan in regards to the credits purchasing. And I want to tell you why before I tell you what it is, okay? And we've already announced it, but some of you may not have got it. So I want to talk about it with you, but help you understand exactly why we did what we did, okay? As many of you know, we've set this up so that previously we had set it up that we only paid on retail credits. Now, when we did that, obviously, what we got back was, James, you know, we've got this entire downline. We've got these people on our team that they're buying all these credits, right? They're not upgrading, they're buying credits, and I'm not even getting any credit for it. I can't even get a commission on it. So we listened. I don't know if you've gotten that, but we listened to our field a lot of times because we don't know everything, and we made a change, right? And the change is, hey, we're going to start paying you 10% on your direct sales as well. Well, what happened at that point was we have people that have multiple accounts. And unfortunately, it's just the way life is. We had people that were going down a couple levels and started purchasing credits from like their second or third account, which means that they were basically paying themselves a 10% commission rather than giving it to their sponsor. Not bashing anyone who did that. I'm just saying that it complicated things for us because we had a lot of people that were excited because, you know, they got to participate with their team, and it got kind of taken away from them. So what we did at that point is we said, okay, how can we fix this? How can we fix this issue? So here's what we've done. Right now, when someone goes to buy credits from you from a retail standpoint, you're still going to get the 10% direct sales commission. Okay, just so you know, a retail customer comes and purchases them from you, you get 10%. If an affiliate, right, someone that's on your personal organization, anytime there's anyone, not your entire organization, anyone that purchases credits, we are paying that volume to the binary. So let me give you an example. We had someone purchase like 1 Bitcoin worth of credits, about a week ago. That 1 Bitcoin would have went to the binary volume. They were involved in our business. So I want you to think about how powerful this is for you, because you see, I'm a big believer that when you look at the best leaders in this industry, they lead by example. They don't lead by this. They lead by example, right? They show people what they should be doing to have success. So what you automatically start seeing is you see the top leaders in our business begin to purchase credits, right? And those credits begin to flow through the binary, which creates income for the people above them, right? Which is pretty cool, and below them, and everybody starts to work cohesively as a team. We thought the best way to be able to accomplish that is with all the credits that are purchased, to just be able to throw those into the binary. I hope you guys realize this, and maybe you do, maybe you don't. You do realize that most companies, when they have a binary, they're not putting the full amount of the purchase into a binary. Most of them are paying about 80%, and then they pay a percent of that. I don't know if most of y'all get that. We have a very rare opportunity here that every single Bitcoin that comes in, we put directly into the binary, which pays it out. So even with our credits, as you can imagine, as these auctions get more exciting, our game of the weeks, I mean, I don't know if you've been paying attention to those, but I think we are 6 of our, what are we? 5 of our last 6? I can't remember. I have to look. Something really good. It doesn't mean it's going to continue, right? But at the same time, we've had a lot of success with that. So people coming in and wanting to participate in the games of the weeks, participate in the auctions, being able to use those credits that people purchased into the binary is a big thing. So I want to make sure that I'm crystal clear here before I move on, because I've got one more thing I want to talk about in regards to the auction. So if you can give me a number 4 that makes sense to you, that retail customers are you're getting 10% from retail customers, you're getting the rest of it into the binary. Okay, it looks like everybody is getting it. All right, awesome. And hopefully you can see where that can open up your business, and you can really begin to lead from the top and show people, what type of value it is. It's not by accident. I mean, if you look at the auctions that are going out right now, many of our leaders are the ones participating. And it's not because they have the most credits, it's because they've actually taken the time to pay attention. So make sure you're plugging into our emails, make sure that you're plugging into Telegram, that you're following us on Facebook. I don't know if you guys saw it. We sent it out about, I think it was Monday. We allow people, if you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, we're giving you like 10 extra credits. Why wouldn't you do that? I mean, that's simple way for you to get some extra credits to be able to win it. So let's get to the auction part itself, okay? Because as a company, we have to constantly be looking at our system to make sure that everything is profitable, to make sure that we're doing the right things for people. Hence the reason why we made the changes to pay in the binary instead of paying the direct sales, because people were manipulating that system. And again, I don't think that the people that were manipulating it were necessarily bad people. They were just, they do what everybody does. They were trying to look out for their family, which is totally cool, okay? But here's the deal. It's also bled into the auctions. We have a lot of people that have won auctions either on a lower account, so like they want 2 items. Does that make sense? We had a lot of people that have really manipulated the system from an auction standpoint, which it takes the fun out of it a little bit, okay? And by that, what I mean is, the intention of us letting a referral also get that item for the same exact price was meant to be a blessing, right? But what it turned into is it turned into another situation where we had people that were taking, advantage of the system. We had people that were teaming up, doing all kinds of things to get both of those items. So it poses some issues for us. So here's what we're going to be doing going forward, okay? On Friday, so today and tomorrow will be the last day that we're going to allow the referral to actually get the item for the same exact amount. Now, I know at the initial thought of that, that's like, oh, that's bad news. Why? It's not bad news, actually. Okay, it's really good news, and let me tell you why. What this is going to allow us to do is, number one, it's going to allow us to offer more auctions with less reserves, okay? And if you don't know what a reserve means, we don't put them on all products, but some of the products we have to put reserves, right? Like that car, there has to be a reserve on the Mercedes, because if not, we would just be giving away a $70,000 car if there weren't the proper amount of bids there. We have to protect ourselves as a company. So here's the deal. Going forward, you'll see many more auctions, but you'll see auctions with either no reserves or a lot smaller reserves. This benefits everybody. It truly does. It allows us to have an even playing field for everybody to participate in the auctions, no one being able to work the system, not only from a compensation standpoint, but also an auction standpoint. I'm glad we did it because I've seen a lot of excitement that's going on. There's been a lot of people that won some really cool items, and there still will be. But the good thing is this is going to allow us to take things to an entirely different level as far as the number of auctions that are happening, and the reserves, which is a huge thing. So before I move on from that, I want to make sure that you guys understand this is a positive thing and that you fully understand it. So before I move on, give me a number 5 if you understand it. And number 2, I want to answer any questions specific to it before we move on, okay? And even if you have a comment that you want to make about it, maybe you've seen some of the same things that we have, I want to answer any questions on this before I move on. All right, thank you all so much. I appreciate that. And I hope that hopefully you can see the value of this. If we can share this with more people, if more people can win, it opens up a lot of doors for us. So very excited about that. All right. Will the max price come down? Yeah, so that totally can be adjusted as well. The big thing really though is usually the reserve is what gets people. It's not if you look at the max prices are, they're crazy low as it is. But yes, the max price has the ability to adjust. But remember that really has no bearing on the actual auction itself. And what I mean by that is it can hit the max price and bids can still come in and it just doesn't move that price. So it's not near as important as the reserve is. All right, Paul, I appreciate that. Makes it fair to all. All right, any other questions or comments before I move on? Oh, can I explain the reserve again? Sure, yeah, this is probably a good time to do it. So on our auctions, on the top left of them, you will see the word either reserve or you'll see no reserve, okay? A reserve means that we have a price that item has to hit in order for that auction to end, okay? And if it doesn't hit it, the auction will continue to reset for 15 more minutes. So let me give you an example. Let's just say that we had a PlayStation up there and we have a reserve on it of, I don't know, $10, just hypothetically. I don't know what it would be, but hypothetically there's a $10 reserve. And let's say that the price only gets to, I don't know, $7.50 and the auction ends. That would not end. It would actually reset to 15 more minutes and count down until it got to that $10 level. What I'm telling you is this, though. We're going to be able to have a lot more auctions with no reserves, right? Because we basically allowed an opportunity for us not to pay out double every single time an auction is done, number one. And number two, you have people working independently to try to win these auctions. So it's going to definitely open this thing up and allow a lot more opportunity. I hope that makes sense in regards to the reserve. All right, any other questions on that? Yes, you're definitely welcome. Happy People Enterprises, I like that. All right, so look, the only other thing that I wanted to talk about here today is, we are in December, it's December 5th, and this has nothing really to do specifically with our company. I think it has to do with being an entrepreneur in general. What I've seen in people a lot of times is that as soon as December 1st gets here, it's like, let's just take a break, right? Let's just chill until, January 5th or the second week of January when people are more apt to pay attention. I can tell you, and this is not a joke, the 3 biggest months I've ever had in this industry have all been December months. That's the truth, okay? My first company that I built, I launched it on November 29th. Who does that? What kind of moron does that, right? December was an amazing month for us. So what I'm telling you is this, right? You have a choice right now to either sit back and chill and just let your business do what it does and then try to fight your way back in January, or you can get the momentum going now as we go into 2020 to take your business to a new level. And that's the one that I want to encourage you to take. As I said, you would be shocked how many people right this very second, as we're going into the new year, before you get to the new year, but going into the new year, are already looking forward to 2020 being a better year, not only for them financially, but for their health, for their family, for their relationships, right? People right now are already, starting to plan that thing. I can tell you, okay, personally, I've been there, and maybe you have as well. even though it's December, my mind is thinking in January in 2020, I want to be a lot healthier than I was in 2019, right? I got to lose some weight. I'm out there doing events, standing on the stage. I got to look good, whatever it is. I'm just throwing that out there. But there's a lot of you out there right now that you've decided to put the brakes on because you assume everybody's in holiday mode. And it's absolutely the furthest thing from the truth. You see, right this time of year is usually a wake-up call for people. It's usually the time that they are trying to scramble to figure out how they're going to help their family with the holidays. They've got themselves in this position again where they don't have the finances that they want to be able to help their kids. But it's also a time where people are reflecting and say, how can I make this different next year? And you can be the answer for that, right? Our company can be the answer for that. And we're also a great position to help people as we go into that holiday season with our auctions to be able to win some of these items. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but if you look at some of the auctions that have went off, we had a Walmart gift card for $300, I think, that went off for 6 cents last night. 6 cents, right? For a $300 gift card. Do you not think that that might bless someone? Do you not think that that's a huge opportunity for some family out there to be able to earn that? Of course it is, right? So today is Thursday. Technology Thursday is what we're going to be calling it. And we are offering some great items for you on that auction. What I would tell you is at least pay attention to it because we have some outstanding things that are going to happen, but you know that some of these items are going to go for less and some of them are going to go for more. If I was out there right now and I was promoting this business, which I know I can't, but if I was, right now would be the time that I would be saying, hey, I want you to take a look at this. Take a screenshot of the auctions. Take a screenshot of what some of these auctions have went off with and show them to people. Hey, would you like, I know you have kids. I know you have a lot of Christmas shopping you might have to do or holiday shopping or whatever. Take a look at some of these auctions and the prices that they're going off. This is an awesome opportunity to be part of it. I've been wanting to tell you about this business. You've been asking how I'm earning this income. This is a great opportunity for you folks right now in December. Do not wait till January. January is going to be an amazing month. We know that. But don't let your business die to where you're having to restart it because here's the deal. Pushing a car, right? To push a car, to get it started is the hardest part. If you are literally pushing a car with your hands, that first few steps is the hardest, right? And most people don't want to help you with that. But once things get rolling, right, then it becomes easy. You can literally push a car with one finger. So don't let your car slow down. And that analogy, as we go into the new year, make sure that you have your finger on that car at all times and that you're laying a brick on your business every single day, okay? Because I think it's important. So I'm going to answer any questions. I'm going to open this thing up. I just wanted to give you a little bit of hopefully motivation there to keep your business going as we get into the holiday season. Because I know how easy it is, right? It's easy to let everything go this time of the year. It's easy to let your health go, your time, the things that you need to say no to make sure that your business is headed in the right direction. It's easy because there's a lot of distractions that come into your way. There's the holiday parties. There's the school things with your kids. And I've been there and done that. The bottom line is you have to make the decision. You're the only one that can do it. We're giving you what you need. I promise you, we're going to give you what you need to be successful on our side. You just have to do it yourself. So let's open this thing up for questions and see what else we have here to do. Is there going to be auctions every day? Yes, that is the goal. I mean, we had some yesterday. We have some coming today as we go in tomorrow. Here's the deal. I mean, this is where we're at right now, just so you guys kind of know. The idea is to potentially have like some themes for each one of the days. So Technology Thursday, as you can see, because there's specific items that we want to really focus on. And then there's sometimes like a fun Friday or something like that. I don't know if that's what it's going to be called. I'm just throwing it out there that will throw a lot of different stuff. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Those are things that are coming. But yes, the objective, Mark, it's a great question. Here's the objective. And it's not really based on us. It's based on y'all because you're the marketing arm of our company, right? Everybody understands that. As a company, and rather than spending $1 million on marketing, we spend $1 million on paying our affiliates, right, to market for us. Everybody understands that's what network marketing is. So when it comes to the amount of auctions that we do, it really is based upon the efforts, right, that our affiliates can get out there and share with retail customers and affiliate customers and things like that. The more people we have, the more auctions we can create. It's a simple mathematical equation. So the answer is yes, we definitely will have them every day, but the goal is to have a bunch that are happening every day, right? So, different strokes for different folks. There's some of you that are going to bid on stuff today that I wouldn't want. I don't need. I mean, it just wouldn't be for me. And then some of you are going to bid on like the MacBook Pro or whatever else we have out there, and I'll be like, man, I want that. I need that for my family. So great question, Mark. Can I buy credits to qualify for the daily? So Claire, here's the answer to that. If you would like to set up like a retail account underneath your current account, you absolutely could do that. It's not, you can't buy them inside of your own account to qualify. It's a customer acquisition bonus. So you need a customer in order to do that. And you can do that by either, having someone sign up for one of our affiliate packages or selling a retail package of 0.01 in volume. So either one of those will qualify you. Very easy qualification. Great question though. All right, any other questions here? Okay, if you are getting the max bonus on the cab and you upgrade, can you lose the max bonus if the person below you does not also upgrade? So Peter, here's the way it works, okay? Your volume will always go with you. So let's just say hypothetically you were at the 0.1, okay? You're at the 0.1 and you're qualified for the maximum cab bonus, okay? So what that means is that you at least have 0.1 in personal volume. We know that. You might have more, right? So if you had, let's say that you wanted to upgrade to the quarter, okay, so 0.25 BTC, as long as you had personal volume of that quarter Bitcoin, you would still be at that maximum cab bonus. So there's many people, like in that example, a lot of people might come in at 0.1, they might have 2 BTC in personal volume, right? Because they've had multiple people that they've introduced it to. They technically could upgrade all the way to 2 BTC and still be qualified for that maximum cab bonus. So as long as that volume's there, we're gonna let it move with you as you upgrade, okay, your personal volume. I hope that, let me know if that makes sense to you. All right, any other questions out there? Doesn't have to be related to anything we talked about. I'm just opening it up here to answer any questions. Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. Claire, you said no. I don't know if you're referring to what I just talked about on the cab bonus or if you're talking about your retail question. Does he lose the max by upgrading? No, as long as he has enough personal volume, in personal volume, meaning if in that example, if I'm at 0.1, okay, and I'm at the maximum trading bonus, I know for a fact I at least have personal volume of 0.1, but I might have something higher. Okay, I might have, let's say I have a quarter in personal volume, 0.25, even though I'm at the 0.1 level. Technically, if I want to upgrade to the quarter Bitcoin, I'm still going to be at that maximum cab bonus. If I don't have a quarter in personal volume, then yes, I would go back to the minimum until I reach that qualification. All right. Missed the explanation on the auction change in regards to the sponsor. Yeah. So Steve, the way that it's going to work going forward is starting Friday. Tomorrow's going to be the last day that you can actually win what your referral wins by paying the same exact price. But what it's going to do is it's going to allow us to offer more auctions with no reserves or little reserves. So it opens up the opportunity for a lot of people. And, as I said, the main reason why we had to do that is because truthfully, just people were manipulating the system a little bit. And we can't have that. We want to make it fair for everybody. I'm sure you guys do as well as you invite people into our company. Right. That's correct, Steve. What time will new items be uploaded to the auction every day? So we've been uploading them in the afternoons. It's kind of a tricky thing. Now, here's the deal. As we start to grow, right, the amount of auctions where let's say we have 20 or 30 auctions a day instead of 5, then we'll release those throughout the day. Right now, we're trying to make it to where the most traffic could be. So in the afternoon, you have people that are in the US that are starting to come home from work. You have people on the Europe side that it's the evening and Asia is about to go to bed, right? So that is what we've been doing right this very second. But as I said, as we grow and the auctions begin to build up, they'll be throughout the day. So that's a great question. Why is the countdown time between the bids so long on the car auction? Well, Fernando, because it hasn't met that reserve, okay? If you look at the car auction, it will reset to 15 minutes because it hasn't met that reserve, and that's why. You're welcome, Steve. And between the bids being so long, it's just because I think people know that that reserve hasn't been met, so there's not a flurry of bids that are coming in. Yeah, I mean, Fernando, we would love for it to get to that reserve price a lot quicker so someone could win it for sure. Yeah, Keith, definitely. We can reduce to 15 minutes. I know that's a little bit long. So yeah, we definitely can reduce that. It was an hour. I don't know if you knew that, but we reduced it from an hour to 15 minutes. But in the heat of battle, 15 minutes is still a long time to wait. Yes, you're welcome, Fernando. All right. Any other questions before we get this thing wrapped up? Yeah, let me throw it in here, Patrick. All right, there's the link for Vegas if anybody wants to get on there. All right, any other questions before I wrap this thing up? Let me ask a question here before I go. How many of you will either be in Las Vegas or you're going to have someone representing you in Las Vegas? Just give me a number, I don't know, a number 7, right? Let's do 7 because we're talking about Vegas. You're either going to be in Vegas or you're going to have people representing you, right? You're going to have people that are there with you or for you, in the area. Awesome. Awesome. All right. That looks great. Vegas, baby. I like that. All right, good deal. Well, I look forward to seeing all of you there as well. So, listen, I really appreciate the time. I know that sometimes if I don't have slideshows or I don't log into the back office and you're just having to sit here and listen to me talk with this blank wall that people make fun of me for, I know I need to get something hung back there or actually just go to my office. But anyway, listen, I appreciate everybody taking the time to join us here today. Yeah, December 14th in Vegas is the date. I can't tell you how thankful I am truly for each and every person that's in our company and what you're doing to help us make it what it's going to be. With so many haters out there, right? When things are going so well for you, and you have so many people that are hating on you because of it, because they're starting to see, hey, this is a real deal, and they're taking off. It's because of you. It's not because of us. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Make sure you're sharing this with people. I mean, with the new website coming, like I said, it's going to open up the door for you to definitely share it with retail customers as much as other even network marketers and other companies. So thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for your time. Bye-bye.